It's Oscar weekend, but what should you watch before Sunday night's big event? I've got some options in the theater or whether you're on the couch. We'll check them out right now.
See it or skip it. See it or skip it. See it or skip it.
Welcome to another episode of See It or Skip It. I'm your host, Patrick Beatty, and today we're going to be talking about some animated films and a comedy that might end up being up your alley. But first, let's go to Kung Fu Panda Part 4. This is the fourth installment of a series that's been going on for almost a decade at this point. Jack Black returns as Po, our dragon warrior, and he's on a mission now to maybe hand down the mantle to a new person, to a new dragon warrior. While searching for the new dragon warrior, he's met with a new villain who can take on the persona and the likeness of all of his past villains. Will he be able to fight them off, save the valley, and find a new successor? First of all, Jack Black is quickly becoming one of the best animated voice actors of this day and age. He was great in Super Mario Bros. As Bowser, and in this, returning as his character Po, he does a fantastic job. The animation still throughout this film is stunning. I loved everything that they were doing with the fight choreography, with the big visuals, the sweeping landscapes. It does a great job of showcasing all of those through the animated format. The entire supporting cast that you've known and loved from the first three are no longer in this. So if you're looking for Tigress, if you're looking for Mantis or any of the other characters, they're not really in this. And when the story is about him looking for a successor, you would think that those would be the people in the running, but unfortunately that's not the case. Instead, we have a new character played by Awkwafina, who clearly was there because there wasn't necessarily a budget for everybody else to return. I'm not entirely sure Awkwafina can change her voice too much within all of her different characters in the voice acting realm, particularly in Disney. That makes me feel like she's doing something new with this. In fact, I ended up feeling a little bit lost whenever her character came in because, well, we've seen it before. But the big question with Kung Fu Panda 4 is, can I take my kids into the theater, sit them down, and then enjoy the film? For me, I would say that it would be a see it if you want to do that. But for anybody that loved the original Kung Fu Panda films, this might end up being a letdown. So it's a see it if you have kids, it's a skip it if you don't. And next up on Prime Video is Ricky Stanicky. This is starring John Cena and Zac Efron. Zac Efron has a group of friends that have been pinning all of their problems, all the things that they've done wrong in their life on this friend, Ricky Stanicky. If they get in trouble, if they get caught by their families doing something, they're going to place the blame on this person. Now their families are wanting to meet this mysterious Ricky Stanicky, so they're going to have to find someone to be able to play this person. And boy, did they find someone with the alcoholic, out-of-work actor that is John Cena. It's a little bit of a throwback to the comedies of old. Me, Myself, and Irene, Shallow Hal, Dumb and Dumber. It's made by the same director. John Cena does an incredible job carrying the weight of this entire film. The comedy, for the most part, does hit, but it does miss a lot of times. It's a little bit back and forth. The first act kind of feels a little sluggish, and I'm not entirely sure that the editing was helping with these jokes' deliveries. A lot of times with comedies, you can tell that they're waiting for a laugh or they're waiting for the audience to laugh after a joke, and in this, it just doesn't work and it doesn't help with the comedic timing. There's not a character that you could look at and think is likable other than John Cena. All of the main characters kind of are awful people, and there's not a lot that they're doing to try to make you like them. If you're looking for a good time, just at the home, wanting to watch something that could be funny for you, I would definitely recommend this. This is a see it. Last but not least, we have Millie Bobby Brown in the Netflix film Damsel. This is not a fairy tale story. This is about a young woman who decides that she wants to take upon the throne to marry this prince. Little does she know that this royal family has an ancient curse that they have put her unwittingly in the middle of, that she's going to have to find her way to climb out and discover what is happening to this family. Now, Millie Bobby Brown is a great actress. I loved her in Enola Holmes, and of course, Stranger Things, she is incredible in. But with this, I just think she has so much that she has to carry for the film, and she does her best with the story, but the story is too repetitive and doesn't really give you enough to sink your teeth into. There's a great supporting cast. We have Angela Bassett, we have Robin Wright, but they also don't really have a lot to do with their characters, and their backstories are pretty thin and not explored that well. Also, the visual effects in this film are rough, to say the least. When you can tell that somebody is on a soundstage for most of the entire film, it really takes you out of any of the dangers or any of the stakes that could be happening in that movie. If you're gonna watch anything this weekend, I would check out Kung Fu Panda 4 if you have kids, or if not, check out Ricky Stanicky. But for Damsel, you could probably wait to see it and after you see it, you're likely to forget it ever happened. And that's it for this episode of See It or Skip It. Make sure that you go to abc4.com, go to shows, to the See It or Skip It page. You can check out all the other reviews, interviews, and news. Make sure to watch the Oscars this Sunday at 5 on ABC4, and follow me on all of the social media so you can see my reactions and all of the predictions maybe that I will have going forward for these awards. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you at the next review.
See it or skip it. See it or skip it. See it or skip it.